today we are going to do chapter number 2 of NCERT history, and the name of the chapter is from hunting gathering to growing of food. So in this chapter the subtopics would be, for this session, would be hunter gatherers. Who were the people who were the hunter gatherers, what tools they used, what was the place where they were living, and how fire and art was a part of their. Now, when I'm talking about the human as hunter-gatherer, that means hunter is the one who will hunt animals. Okay, so when the men in that period, now when I'm talking about this period, I'm talking about old Stone Age. I'm going to cover your Stone Age, the division of Stone Age in a separate session for your better understanding. But today I'm just briefly telling that we are talking about very old Stone Age, which for which I'm going beyond 10,000 years ago. Your Stone Age goes 20 lakhs, more than 20 lakhs years before ago. Okay, so that's the period that we are talking about, where the men used to hunt animals. Now when he's hunting animals, that means because the animals would move in that period also, that they were very fast, and so to catch the animal, the man has to be very alert. He had to be very quick, and the presence of mind was also required to catch that animal. So that means when he was hunting animals, he was, as a hunter, he had these skills. Now when comes to gathering, when we consider man as a gatherer, that means he was gathering plants products like seeds, fruits and nuts. Having said that, it means that he was aware what part of the fruit he needed to survive. He was just not eating anything, he was eating seeds, fruits and nuts. So these qualities he had, even if the man was a hunter and the gatherer. And now when I say they both were nomadic. Now why were they nomadic? Because they used to move from one place to another. Either they are chasing the animals to hunt them, or according to season they were moving from one place to another to find their food and water. Now when the people were living, and why were they moving? Now first of all, before I start, that these people whom are we calling at hunter and gatherers, we are talking about these people as to be 20 lakh years ago, because 1 million is equal to 10 lakhs. So when I say 2 million, so that means 20 lakh years ago. This is the period I'm talking about right now. And how your Stone Age is divided into different parts, that for that I'll cover a separate session in the next class. Now when I say hunter gatherers, why were they moving? So these were the reason, because if they will stay at one place only, they will eaten up all the animals and the plant resources whatever is available in that particular area. So they used to move from one place to other, because so that whatever they have consumed will grow up after a time. Okay, and second, because the animals also are moving from one place to another, so they had, because they were in a hunt for they always used to hunt animals, so chasing them, they will move from one place to other. And the same thing, different type of trees grow in different seasons, so depending on the season, from season to season also, they would move from one place to another. Now people living on the banks of the rivers would have to go in search of water during the dry season, because there are very many rivers. Even if you see today, there are very many rivers which are rain fed, and so obviously they will go dry up if the rainy season is not there. So these are the reasons that why the hunter gatherers were nomadic. Now what place the early man was using in Stone Age, in earlier Stone Age, uh, as a place for him to live in. Now there were two factors which were deciding his place, his home to live in. One was the water source and the other was the stone source. Now this use of stone as a tool was not only restricted, or any tool that he was using was not only restricted for hunting. He used to do other things also, like he used to scrape the bark of the trees or to cut the roots of the trees. So it is not for hunting. It was the stone tools were not just used by the hunters, but they were used by the gatherers also for their extracting different plant products from the plants. Now when he is deciding where should he live, where from which place to even if he's migrating, so which should be the next place where he's going. So that would be either the water source where the water is available, or it would be a stone source where he's getting good stones to make his tools. Now why water source? Because even if you see today, where can we live without water? No. So he understood this thing, that wherever we have any water body present which is available for him to where the water of that water body is available for him for drinking and doing other things, so that should be there, or the stone source, right? So he always lived near the stones sources of water, like your rivers and lakes, and or to find where the good quality of stones was easily available, as it was important for hunting. Plus gatherers also use them in different purposes, I just told you. Now what material was used? How do we know about these early people? Because that whatever we are talking about, how do we know? Because of the tools that they had used. Now which three things that they used? One was stone tools, wood tools, and bones tools. Now when I say bones, bones of the animals I say. Now and he's using these tools to cut the meat and the bone, to scrap bark of the trees, I just told you, because he's just not using it for hunting, he's using for that, and for scrapping the animal skin, this is what it is, and for chopping fruits and roots. So he understood various use of and he knew how to make it. Now how was he making these stone tools? Now there were two methods. One was one stone over the other, and other was pressure flaking. Now what is it, one stone over the other? That one stone he will take two stone, he would take two stone, and one he is using as a hammer on another to give it a shape. And second was the pressure flaking, wherein he is putting one stone on some firm or stable surface, and then flakes means small parts will come out, and the using the other as hammer stone to remove the flakes, to give it a shape, so that the some tool the stone tool or will come out, so for which he can further use for hunting. So these were the two methods. One is stone on stone, and the other is pressure flaking. Okay, flakes means, flakes, you know, no, the small sharp, like thin edges will come out to give it a shape, like that. Okay, now the next was the invention of fire, and this actually changed his life. Now if you look in the book, in your NCERT book, there you can trace Karnool caves, and you must find it out where they are. They're actually in Andhra Pradesh. Okay, now there we have found traces of ash. So this proves us that the use of fire was known to the men of that period. So now why would he use, possibly he could use it as a source of fire, he could have used fire as a source of light, and then for roasting meat, which is like half cooked, because cooking, how much it was the initial period, so how much advance was there cooking, so it would be like partial cooking only, and to scare away the animals so that he is protected from their attack. Now the rock painting that we have got of that period. So this cave art actually expresses very many ideas, and before I explain you this thing, but these paintings actually show wild animals which the men had drawn, and it further shows the accuracy and the skill which that man had. Even if he did not, the education was not started, you know, the science was not there, but he knew the art. And see, because of this art, whatever we have, the picture I'm showing you, with the art pics that we get, it actually tells the different stories and explain things which the scientists have, the historians have found out now. Because you can say the presence of in this art pictures, if we find bear, bison, horses, and other animals which we find, that means these animals were known to him. He either was using them for hunting, or for, because domestication had not started, so either these animals were known to him. This explains this. And where they have found, they are more likely found in Madhya Pradesh and southern UP, Uttar Pradesh. Okay, and there we find, in these areas we find the caves in which early people lived, and he used to uh, paint on these walls. Okay, there was no written language, but because the picture can having, just looking at the picture, we can derived certain meanings out of it. So because there's nothing written languages there, so these cave art actually allow us to make inferences and understand what animals he was known to, and obviously because he's engraving them, that means the carving of stone is again shown by different art picks. So these art picks also define very many things of the life of that period of the humans. Now children, is the you just have to see, we have discussed hunter gatherers, herders, and now is the farmer. Farmers are known to you, they are not, and this is the life of a farmer is not something new to you. So now I have given the daily life characteristics, so you will place one into each column. Now if I say growing food, where will you put? Nomadic. Homes not permanent. Men hunt for animals. So having please do this yourself. The answers are given, you can check your answers after that. Okay, so for this, homes will not be permanent, the same feature will go for both, but because he has started domestication, see the basic difference is that for hunter gatherers and for herders, for hunter gatherers and herders, domestication of animals and agriculture was not known. So obviously they would not stay for a long period of time at one place. They will keep shifting in search of food and water. Where, because as I told you, the rivers also will dry up because they are not perennial, and if they are rain fed, so obviously they will move. If the water source is drying up, they will go to the other place where they have availability of water. And again, the animals, because they are running, because they have to hunt, so the animals also would be chased by the men for hunting, okay, for the food. So these were the reason that he always had nomadic life, and the settlement in life started after when he started doing agriculture. This part we'll discuss in detail in the next session. So just see what is there, where you can place all these things, and then you can do it as an activity, and that will make these concepts very clear to you. Thank you.